Good morning. I'm Cheri Neal, your Zion Township Supervisor. And every morning I take care of horses and I let the horses out and I clean their stalls. And it gives me plenty of time to think about my day and the week and our community. So I had this thought this morning that there is so much good going on in the city, and most people, their lens just doesn't see it. We're so focused on what isn't working that we don't realize all of the amazing things that are working. And so I want to start this Fabulous Fridays in Zion video and share with you my at least top three. There'll probably be more, but my top three favorite things that happened this week in Zion, Illinois. So I figure we love Zion. Let me show you all the reasons why we love Zion. My first shout out of all is our city administration. Now, I've been in my position for 23 years, and I have never, ever worked with an administration that has been more dedicated and committed to our community. I have people on occasion come up and say, "Why don't you run for mayor?" And then unleash on me all the things that they think the current mayor should be doing that they aren't doing. And my response is always the same thing, that I would never, ever, ever be mayor, because no matter how hard I'm working, no matter what I'm doing, it's never good enough. And people are always quick to sit on their couches and think about what they think the mayor should be doing and criticizing him, instead of being out in the community doing things themselves to try and make the community better. All I can tell you is that our mayor is at every table trying to build relationships and networks and get the name Zion, Illinois on everybody's mind so that we can together make our community the best it can be. He has a team. David Nabel, our city administrator, is second to none. They're both ZB graduates. They care so deeply about the city. Then we have our police chief, who is completely unleashed all of the creative ideas from his entire force to have them be involved in making our community better. And then we have Justin Street, our fire chief, right? All four of them are Zion Benton graduates and literally will throw down for anything in this community. We are so blessed to have that team on duty working every single day to make our community the best it can be. So that's number one. And I really, truly hope, instead of looking at what they aren't doing that you wish they would do, you would just give them credit for how hard they're working. And number one, the hardest thing that they're working on is how to reduce the property tax bill. They are doing everything, along with the other leaders in this community, to try and figure that conundrum out. But we are determined to figure that out. So that's number one. Two is a shout out for the summer work program. We have been facilitating that program since my inception as the township supervisor. Truman Hudson started it before me, and we have 33 14, 15, and 16-year-olds that are out on the street with the gray t-shirts doing work, overseen by Rod Henry and Ms. Bone, to make sure that the kids are getting education and a work ethic and how to be a part of the community. It's overseen by Adriana Ortiz, one of my staff members that is over the top committed to the kids in our community. Sandra Usher, who is doing all kinds of things behind the scenes to make sure that that program is working. Nayeli, Grace, Amy, everybody is on board on my team to make sure that that program is incredible. And yesterday, the team went out and worked on the cut and flower garden that's down across the street from the train station, so that there's a place where if you just want to go and pick a bouquet of zinnias for yourself, for somebody that you love, for somebody that you just want to put a smile on their face, for somebody to say, "I'm sorry, congratulations," that will be there for you. And the kids worked so hard on that yesterday. I'm so proud of them. And the other thing that I want to share is an organization called Buzz, Building Up Zion. Wendy Driver, who was the brainchild for the Cut Garden, has been so dedicated to this organization, and we are getting ready to merge with Community 365, an organization in Winthrop Harbor that was the brainchild of Lynette Van Haverbeek that owns Mount Olivet Cemetery, to really do some incredible things, partnering with the Zion Queens to really infuse Zion with some positive stuff. So hoping you'll stay tuned for that, because we're looking to bring it to the library and have there be a monthly meeting where you get to be involved in some really amazing projects. And one of the big launch projects that Buzz is going to be working on, one is putting art benches at each of, the top 6 PACE bus stops, so that people that have to walk to the bus can then actually sit down. And just to branch off, that's another project that we've been working with Chris Kubik at the high school. They actually organized a wood shop club to build these benches. And then Bottom Line Innovators, you see their signs all over town for apartment buildings. Brian Klassman, he is a partner. He has sponsored all of those benches. So that's the first project we're doing. And then the other big project is we're partnering with the Zion Park District to launch a Lagoon Glow on September 7th. In the evening. Stay tuned for information on that. So much good stuff. Aside, I'll talk later about the Monarch and Zinnia Festival that's coming up, the zinnias that are sprouting, the legislation that's in Springfield to make Zion the zinnia capital. There is so much happening in Zion. It just absolutely blows my mind. And I want to make sure that you know all these good things. And then you can join in. We can't do this with just a few, right? Many hands make for light work. And the more people we have engaged and involved, the quicker we can transform our city. And we are transforming the city. Be a part of it. Take care. Looking forward to sharing with you next Friday. Bye-bye.